Good evening. Welcome to the Accommodation Tax Advisory Committee meeting.
Ellen Shoemaker, member.
Mike Garibaldi.
We have a quorum.
I'd make a motion to adopt the August 19th minutes.
I second.
Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Hello, is that better? Okay. All right, adoption of minutes. Do we have any public comment? Public comment.
No public comment.
Shannon, financial report. Shannon, do you want to introduce everybody?
Can you hear me? Okay. So we have with us this evening Jeremy Bullock. He's the town's new grants administrator, so he will be assisting me with our ATAC program from here on out.
Welcome.
So you'll probably see him copied on emails. Same to you guys. You'll see Jeremy's name. He'll be stepping in more of a role to help me out with that from now on. Our financial report, we've received our first quarter of FY26 allocation, which was just under $280,000. It's about $10,000 more than the same quarter last fiscal year. We've taken out our state mandated allocations, the first 25 to the general fund, the 5%, the DMO, and our housing allocation. Lapsed grants from last fiscal year added back into that. We have just over $258,000 in funds. 5 applications this quarter totaling just over $145,000.
Can I ask a question? The 15% to town of Bluffton housing, is that something we've always done? I just don't remember seeing.
It's fairly recent legislation.
Is it? Okay, cool.
Yeah, where the state voted that to bump up the workforce housing, which has been such an issue,
Totally.
that we are allowed to allocate up to 15% of our collections to go
Great.
towards that purpose.
Thank you.
The lapse grants, those just like piece parts of this one didn't finish all of it, and this one, there wasn't anything like major. Okay.
Sorry, the total for the grant, 145, is the ones for tonight under consideration? Thank you.
All right, so we have a calendar here of when our next meetings are for next year. May I get somebody to make a motion to accept?
Go ahead.
I move to accept the calendar as presented for the meetings for next year.
Second.
Any discussion? Pretty much what we're doing now. I mean, the only one I always worry about is all those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Yay. Okay, do we have any old business that we need to take care of? I don't think. All right, so we'll just jump straight into new business. And Hilton, what? Sam's first meeting. Hilton Head Choir Society, Choral Society, sorry.
Good evening. Thank you for the opportunity to speak with you today. My name is Christine Sibley Hart, and I am honored to be the president of the Hilton Head Choral Society. I want to tell you a little bit about ourselves. We were founded in 1975 with a modest grant of $500 and a bold vision to bring Handel's Messiah to the Hilton Head Island. What began as a single performance has grown into the island's longest-running performing arts organization. Today, the Choral Society presents 4 major concerts each year: in the fall, for the holidays, in the spring, and on Memorial Day Sunday. These performances anchor our season and reflect our commitment to excellence, remembrance, and community celebration. Now, as we mark our 50th anniversary, we celebrate a legacy built on growth and innovation while looking ahead to new opportunities. Our history has shaped us into a vibrant, intergenerational community, and our future is focused on expanding our reach, deepening partnerships, and ensuring the arts continue to thrive across the Lowcountry. Throughout our history, we've built bridges across generations and communities. Our commissioned work, Courage Sings, that debuted at the start of our season this year, honored the Gullah heritage and included a Bluffton workshop led by the composer, Z. Randall Stroop, a world-renowned composer, that engaged local educators and students. That was held at May River High. 2 of those students have now joined the chorus, having turned 18. And this reflects the kind of outreach we value, rooted in music and driven by community. We also serve the region through civic engagement, providing music for Hilton Head's Veteran Day and Memorial Day services. And this past September, we're honored to be able to perform at the 50th anniversary of Hilton Head Hospital. These events reflect our commitment to remembrance, gratitude, and unity, values we carry into every performance. But now we're ready to take a bold step forward. On February 23rd and 24th of next year, we will present the world-renowned Vienna Boys Choir at Lowcountry Community Church in Bluffton. This is our first ever off-island concert. The venue will welcome up to 2,000 attendees over 2 nights, and the church has generously provided its facilities to us. While we've hosted the Vienna Boys Choir before, 2026 is historic. Bluffton itself will be the stage, placing this community at the center of a cultural event with regional and national visibility. Hosting the Vienna Boys Choir in Bluffton will generate measurable tourism and economic impact. With up to 2,000 attendees expected, many will travel from outside the area, resulting in hotel stays. They will have the need for dining, and who doesn't shop when they're traveling? There will be shopping in Bluffton. Even a modest percentage of overnight visitors would contribute thousands of dollars in direct spending to the community. Beyond the immediate benefit, this event elevates Bluffton's profile as a destination for world-class performing arts. We thrive on collaboration. We partner with other arts organizations and align our programming with community goals, drawing musicians from not only the island, but Bluffton, Savannah, and beyond. This reflects the rich talent and the shared commitment we have to the arts throughout the region. Through our affiliation with Chorus America, we've been invited to sing in Democracy 250, a national initiative commemorating the Declaration of Independence 250th anniversary. We're collaborating with local choirs, churches, and historians to bring this celebration to life also in the Lowcountry. Financially, the Choral Society is supported through member dues, ticket sales, donations, advertising, sponsorships, and grants. We're intentional with every dollar we receive, and we're proud that the local business community, and by that I mean both Hilton Head Island and Bluffton as a local business community, have stepped up to sponsor our 50th anniversary season. Their support reflects the value they see in our mission. In a time of national arts funding uncertainty, you know that local support is more important than ever. Your investment in the Hilton Head Choral Society will help us sustain our legacy, engage new generations, and deepen the cultural partnerships that make this region extraordinary. Thank you for your time, your consideration, and your steadfast commitment to the arts. With your support, Bluffton will not only host the Vienna Boys Choir for the very first time, but it will shine as a cultural destination recognized across the Lowcountry and beyond. And together, we will sustain Hilton Head Choral Society's legacy and, importantly, ensure that choral music continues to inspire, connect, and uplift generations for a time, to many generations to come.
Will the performance on both nights be the same performance, or are they separate, are they standalone?
They are the same performance. It's going to be 2 nights. So they will do 1 concert on Monday night, and they will do the same concert again on Tuesday night. That allows us to bring in up to 2,000 attendees with 1,000 a night.
1,000 per night.
Yes, sir. Tickets are $50 for adults, 18 and under is 35. For any of you that know the Vienna Boys Choir, you will know that you will not get to see the Vienna Boys Choir for prices like that in most locations. They're coming to the big cities like Chicago. The tickets are way more expensive. I was fortunate enough to see them perform in Vienna. I did not pay $50 for my ticket.
Much less, right?
I wish.
When will tickets go on sale?
Tickets are on sale right now, sir.
Oh, cool, okay, I'll look into that then. My wife would like that.
Yes.
All right.
Any other questions?
I was just wondering if you knew how much of the $10,000 request was going to be allotted to advertising?
It is going to advertising. It is going to, we have a total of, our advertising is running around, media will be around 7,000, print around 2,100. We'll be using web and digital, another 2,800. We have programs to produce, $5,000. So we are looking at, I'm just looking for the total here, well over $10,000 for the advertising.
So
yeah.
we could consider this $10,000 request to go to 100% advertising?
It will go 100%
Okay.
to advertising. That's what we're asking for.
Okay, understood.
Yes. Then I have a one-page leave behind. If you didn't catch all of my comments, here are some bullet points for you. And please, go online and get your tickets today.
May I have a motion? Okay,
Carlos,
thanks.
thank you.
May I have a motion?
I move to approve the request for $10,000 from the Hilton Head Choral Society on behalf of the presentation of the Vienna Boys Choir concerts. In the amount.
A second.
Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Yay, congratulations. I'm not mathing very well. Sorry. New Bluffton Worship. Hi, Monica. Good, how are you? Are you by yourself tonight?
What we have been doing last 12 years.
I think you
That
need to,
better?
yeah, the big one, bend it
This
down.
one?
Yeah, if the red light's on, it's working.
Ah, can you hear me?
Yes, perfect.
See how mad he is?
Yeah. I thought I would make a grand entrance, you know? So our church name is the New Bluffton Worship. For the last 12 years, we've been doing a Christmas Eve under the stars worship service. For the last, I would say, 9 years, we've been holding it at Oyster Factory Park. We have had a wonderful response. We have around 1,000 participants that come and join us to worship that evening. But being a staple and having it being a consistent event in our community. We have really seen that people, like families, come from out of town. We have seen repeat people come wanting to build traditions around this and come into Bluffton and celebrate with us. We not only do it with the new Bluffton worship, it's neat because it's the new Bluffton worship, and then we also have historic First Zion Missionary Baptist Church that does it in conjunction with us. So it's a wonderful opportunity for us to be in fellowship with one another and present that to the community. Our church is very community driven, not just through this worship service, but also we serve in our community a lot. And then we also have events throughout the year in our community just to kind of make a stand and make sure that the community knows who we are and that we are all about Bluffton.
Did you see an increase in attendance last year, or was it about the same? What was the difference?
I would say yes, we did see an increase in attendance last year. We were packed. I know my son walked the road and he said, "Mom, there were 100 golf carts along the road there." And so we thought about it and we were like, well, each golf cart at least has 4 people, maybe have 6. Some of them might have 6. So, that's a lot of people right there just sitting. So it was very well attended.
May I have a motion?
I second.
Any discussion? Okay, all those in favor say aye. Aye. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. And happy Thanksgiving, but also Merry Christmas. Come see us, right?
It's not time.
Well, it's almost there.
We can't even put our lights up yet in my place.
Really?
Oh,
It's a rule?
oh, God. You didn't-
Rachel, just give me 1 second before you come. Oh, it's mine, I'm sorry. Okay, Rachel?
You want to introduce me, or can I introduce myself?
You can introduce
Okay,
yourself,
hi.
you're doing great.
I'm Rachel Pepin. I'm the Director of Programming for Congregation Beth Yam. We are Beaufort County's only full-service synagogue. And we're here this evening with our ask for our 3rd annual Bluffton Hanukkah celebration, which is in Martin Family Park. We're very excited to partner with the town of Bluffton again for this program. As you can see in our application, which you have in front of you. Our total cheer is $7,770.25. The bulk of the ask is for advertising dollars. We will be advertising in Local Life magazine, which has already been submitted, the Bluffton and the Hilton Head Sun. We'll also be using social media for advertisement this year, as well as our color posters, which go up all around town and local businesses. And also, we do put some on the island as well for people to come from the island to this event. And then we do have some facilities amounts that we have listed in here because we are in Martin Family Park. Part of this celebration for Hanukkah includes music, and it's very festive, so we have a stage that we bring in for our band, and so we need the stage rental, chairs and tables for people to sit, and then we do have Swamp Fire Records, which is John Cranford, come in, and he's our sound guy for that evening to make sure that everybody can hear everything that's going on. And then, as always, we take security very seriously, especially in recent, times. And so we do request the support of Bluffton Police Department, and we normally speak to them directly when we organize that, and I believe we've already reached out to them to pre-arrange this event. Something we did pre-arrange for this year that we did not do in previous years is a rain-out location. While I would like to thank Christy for hosting us at the very last second last year when it rained, this year we have reserved the Rotary Club at Oscar Fraser Park, and it's on all of our advertisements as the rain-out location. So God willing, that means that if it's raining, everyone knows we will be there, and it should not affect our numbers.
Any questions?
So you're putting posters, you're putting posters mostly in Bluffton, but a few elsewhere?
Yep, so we put some out in Bluffton, we put some out in Ridgeland, we put some in Beaufort, we put some on the island. We kind of sporadically put them around, but then we also use a lot of social media advertising is what we're planning to use this year.
Okay, and so then last year you say you had a tourism percentage of about 38%.
Yeah, our numbers last year were very much skewed, and I think I have some notes that are there from last year because we had to move our location with less than 48 hours notice because of the rain. So we just, honestly, we measured it. I mean, we took everybody's zip code when they walked in, but we just were not able to get the amount of people that we thought we would get in the first place simply because we had to pivot our location with less than 48 hours notice because it was torrential downpour.
I was just making sure we're getting our numbers captured correctly.
Yes, we were taking zip codes at the door, and what we did the year prior when we had it in Martin Failing Park where we had over 300 zip codes that we captured, I believe, or 297 maybe it was. It's in here somewhere. We had people at all 4 entrances to the park, and we were collecting zip codes there as well.
One question I have, the last 2 years you've had a significant portion of the grant has lapsed because it wasn't spent. Can we?
I could speak to it for last year.
Timing issue.
Well, for last year, as it's noted in the chart that I submitted. The rentals weren't used. I submitted a whole. Yeah, we didn't have the expense for the rentals because they weren't used. Our police department ask was $900. Captain Forelli put up the sign up for it. Here, I have a whole explanation right here. Here we go. The table and chair rentals were canceled due to the rain out event. We called the rain out of the event over 24 hours in advance, so we were able to receive a refund, so we didn't need to use those funds. The Bluffton Sun ad was not run due to some reorganization of chairpersons within our organization and the deadlines of the publication, so that is correct. We have a new chairperson. We've reserved our spot. They're also a correspondent for the Hilton Head and Bluffton Sun now, so we'll also have an article about Hanukkah at no additional cost. Last year, we utilized some free social media marketing with local groups. This year, we've decided to invest with paid ads for a larger ROI. Bluffton PD posted 5 officer slots to fill last year. Only 2 officers signed up. We will arrange with Captain Forelli for this year because we will require extra security given recent events. If Bluffton Police Department cannot fill the spots, we have a contract with Island Security for our synagogue, and we would have to hire those additional security. And I even have a question here that said, would that be reimbursable via ATACs if we needed to use them to fill the vacancies? That was unexpected on our part. It wasn't told to us by Bluffton Police. So when we showed up to only 2 officers, when we asked, where's the rest? And they said, these were the only ones that got filled. So that was why we only used some of that money. Mm-hmm.
But your request is substantially less than it was last year, isn't that correct?
No.
Was it the same?
It's more because we're ramping up our advertising.
And this year it's twice that.
Okay.
Have a motion? Okay, can I second? Oh, that was our discussion? Oh, my God. So sorry. I didn't think we did it.
We didn't move. We didn't
I-
move.
I move to, are we-
Yes, please,
Okay.
please, please, please.
whenever you're ready.
I'm ready right now.
It's been a long day.
Thank you, Sam. May I have a motion, please?
Okay, you have a motion. I move to accept the application from Congregation Beth Yam for accommodation tax grant in the amount of $7,770.25 for the holiday Hanukkah celebration for 2025.
I second.
Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
I'm gonna shut the heck up.
Okay. Farmer's Market. How are you?
Haven't seen you since last year, so nice to see everybody. I'm Kim Viljack. I'm the Executive Director of the Farmers Market. As most of you know, we've been around since 2008, so we've been around a while. We're busy as ever. If you've been downtown on a Thursday and try to find parking or try to get in a restaurant or go into a store, you can attest to that. This year, we are pretty much coming back for the same thing that we have in years past for our advertising. One thing we want to do different this year is really up our advertising and marketing game, which is going to take some things off of my plate for me to do some more important things, like get out to Savannah and Beaufort and the hotels and the RV parks, which we're seeing more and more folks coming to the market from. We would like to spend a little bit of money on hiring a marketing company to come in and help us a little bit with our marketing, up our game in terms of our marketing placement, see where we need to be, make sure we're spending all of this money exactly where it needs to go. In years past, we've had trouble spending our entire ask by the end of the year. We are pretty much a hand-to-mouth kind of organization, so a lot of the funds that we collect as a nonprofit are very minimal. And in order for us to spend that money on advertising, we need to have it in hand to spend, to ask for it to be reimbursed. One thing that we've changed this year, and we're doing a lot better with that, and next year is, I promise we're going to spend it all. We've been really working on our sponsorships, our corporate sponsorships, our annual sponsorships, which is high dollar for us. That's a $5,000 fee, and I think we'll have 2 for next year. We had 1 for this year, which is a lot of money for us, as well as our market day sponsorships, which are $175 per market. So the ask that I'm asking is for 49 events. It's not just one event, it's 49 events. And on average, we estimate about 1,500 people coming through there. And the way that we estimate that, it's very difficult because we have so many different entrances, is basically just the old-fashioned way with a little clicker. Every hour and a half, we estimate people to be there for about an hour and a half. Go by, click, count, do that on a regular basis, different times of the season. So we kind of average that out throughout the year. We'll continue with all of our social media efforts, all of our advertising in our magazines. We'd like to do a lot more. We've talked about billboards in the past. We've talked about the Savannah Airport kiosk. I think about that every time I go out of town and I'm waiting for my luggage. It would be a great place to have the farmers market there. So by having someone come in, kind of help us get our advertising in place, up our game. There's a lot of new things going on. We want to keep up with all those great regional farmers markets. We're known as one of the best in the state. We want to stay that way. We want to keep our game going. We've applied for a lot of other grants. We've already received a $5,000 grant from Ag South, which is going to be for our children's program for next year. That will be part of our advertising that we're going to need some help with. But that's going to bring kids, it's going to be focused on the summertime, the kids, the families that are coming to Hilton Head, to Savannah, to Beaufort, bring them all to Bluffton for that day, teaching the kids a little bit about our agricultural system and having a little fun doing that. So pretty much the same ask as last year. Just wanted to really up our game this year. We've been doing really good, I think, with what we're doing. It's increased every single year. We're getting better at what we're doing, but I think we've got some room for improvement. And with me being a one-man band with some great support on Thursdays, we have a board of directors, but I think bringing somebody in to up our game a little bit is really going to help.
I move that we approve the Farmers Market of Bluffton request for $66,500 for the 2026 market season.
Second the motion?
Any discussion? All those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Thanks. Bay River Theater.
Hello, I am Elizabeth Schleiger. I am our board chairperson for May River Theater. We are here to do our ask for the royalties and advertising for the entire 2026 season is what you're looking at. It's really close in line to what we did last year. Where we are seeing some significant changes, our newest board member is a retired marketing specialist. So we've really, your things, upped on focusing on our sponsorship. We've already been successfully obtained a sponsor for our next season and are partnering with Ocon with many, like a dinner and a show type package. We continue our work with the Gullah Traveling Theater and hosting them for one production a year. Let's see, this past summer outside of our main season, we had our first 10-minute play festival where it's people writing 10-minute plays and then producing them. It was really exciting because 3 of our playwrights were middle school and high school students. So it was able to give them a chance to write, to direct, and really kind of see their things come to life. So that's kind of, all of those things are outside of our main season, but the support of our main season lets us continue to do some of those other events. We've started bringing in an improv group out of Savannah that is then also pulling in other people. And I think my favorite story is our summer show we did. We had somebody come and they're like, I saw you're doing this show and we drove 8 hours to get here. I'm like, all right. So, any questions for me?
Okay, y'all are making this easy tonight. May I have a motion?
I move that we approve the May River Theater 2026 performance season request of $49,764.
Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All right, congratulations.
Thank you for your continued support. Oh.
Okay. So now we are going to have a discussion about the bylaws, some updates. And this is just going to be a brief discussion because it's here. Shannon. There wasn't. I just said that this would be a brief conversation just because half of us aren't here almost, so. So like, under the second section where it says a secretary shall also be approved, is that one of those things that we could take out because we don't have a secretary?
Joined because I wanted to become the secretary.
Sold, you're it. We have to vote. Ready? All those in favor, say aye.
Unanimous.
You know what that means?
Don't ever.
You got it. Taking notes.
That also means that you are now
Minutes.
the chair, the
Okay.
vice chair also, at the same time.
Upon review of my previous comment, I withdraw it.
Okay, well, I mean, there's a couple of things I think that could have a little tweaking. I don't think anything is huge, though. Does anybody else?
Ju-
Anything, just minor little updates, maybe?
Does the whole committee have a copy of the packet for tonight?
Mine was in the packet.
Yeah, I just making sure everybody had a chance, so perhaps we could just table this till next meeting and give everybody a chance to review and discuss it. And just know what we're trying to do is to make sure there's nothing in here that we're doing that we shouldn't, and make sure that something that may be in here, like timing, corrected. So.
Our next meeting is in February.
That far away.
Seems like it's far away.
Okay. So we'll do that. We'll table it. And maybe I'll send an email out to everybody just to remind everybody to look at this and underline, highlight some ideas to bring into our next meeting. So that being said, may I have a motion to adjourn?
A motion to.
Okay, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.